What's going on, guys? I'm starting today off in my garage. So I started a short series about how I want to make $12,000. I started yesterday, so October 28th. And then I'm going all the way through November. I want to make $12,000 on my eBay. Right now, my 90-day total's around there. So I'll try to pop up a quick image of kind of where I stand to begin with this. I've been transitioning stuff from an old eBay to a new eBay. I'm splitting my eBays. If you guys are new here, essentially what I'm doing is taking one that's going to be my sports cards. I love to do sports cards. Going to keep it that way, and then the rest of my other stuff's going to be on this brand new eBay that I'm starting. So it's been kind of slow, been transitioning a little bit. I've been trying to post both on both, at least 10 listings a day. I've been pretty consistent with that. There's been some days that have been misses, but for the most part, been pretty good. But I really haven't been focusing too much on this new eBay, and that is the primary of my sources of income. It's where I make my most money, so I need to focus a little bit more on this. My goal is to make about $10,000 a month on this new eBay account with sales alone. For the amount that I spend each month, that's kind of where I want to be. So, and as we grow, obviously we want to see those numbers increase, but to be at a 90-day total at that amount, we definitely need to do something here. So I have a kind of blitz for this in the month of November going into quarter four. I don't have a ton of good quarter four stuff, I don't think. Nothing like a ton of new sealed stuff. Has some cool old vintage toys, stuff like that might do well for collectors, but I don't see like a huge push from my store in quarter four. Obviously, there'll be some more buying, so you'll see a little bit of an increase, but I'm not really designed around that at the moment. So I do want to get a lot going, though, because I do think you'll see an uptick with it. So this is a perfect time for me to do that. I want to get to that $12,000 mark. The first thing I needed to do was start listing. So yesterday I listed, I think it's like 26. I'll have the numbers here, items, and you'll see how much I've listed everything for, as well as the amount of things I listed. But my goal is to have over 20 listings a day on this new eBay. I'm using a lot of the stuff that I have, so I'm cross-listing all the old stuff from my old store, which isn't much more. There's like 2 more totes back here that were from my old store, and then I have a little bit in my basement. Stuff in my basement's super old, but I've been dropping the price on everything, relisting it, making sure that the titles work. I've run into a couple of issues with like titles with missing, obviously, like huge keywords, stuff like that. So I've been able to clean those up a little bit, get a little bit better there. But we saw results. So I did, as I said, I think like 26, something around there, as you guys saw, listings. And yesterday we had one Facebook Marketplace deal for $10. I sold a porcelain giraffe there. And then the rest of the day, we had $300 and something. You're going to see that number up here now in the day. So a great first day for this new challenge for myself, just to get myself focused on this and get this going. So super excited about that. I want to quickly show you guys a little bit too. I was super inefficient with my workflow here. As I transitioned and been a little bit more into the garage, rather than my basement, things just weren't set up right, and I've kind of made things a little bit better. I'm going to show you guys quickly some of the things that I'm looking to do here. All right, guys, so this was my first project. So project number one was I have these boxes on these shelves in my garage here, and then I had a bunch of bags and like poly mailers, stuff like that, but I didn't really like them up there. They fell all the time. I want more storage for boxes. So I emptied that area, and then I kind of cleaned out my closet. So I had the closet, it had closet doors here. I took the closet doors off, and then I made this into kind of like a little bit of a storage area, something easy to get to. And then, so it has all my bubble mailers, poly bags, clear bags for like clothing. I still have these boxes for the post office. I was using these for Poshmark. Obviously, Poshmark, you no longer are really going to be shipping priority mail anymore. So got to figure out how to get rid of those. Some of them are sealed. I'll probably just bring them back to the post office. And then some are open. I'll probably recycle them. I usually don't like to put them, like I'll use them as like cardboard for filler and stuff like that. I always tried to avoid that, but at this point, there's really nothing I'm going to use them for. Might as well recycle them. My next projects for the day. So I have this American flag. I want to get this in my truck so that tomorrow I can go to, there's a cemetery where you can retire flags. Because I have one, and then I actually have one on the other side of my garage. I got these from storage units. They're pretty beat up, but want to make sure that they're recycled properly there. And then I have this drill press. So I got this from my uncle. My cousin cleared out a storage unit he had, and he just told me to get rid of it. So I was supposed to sell this about a year ago. This thing is enormous, as you can kind of see by my refrigerator. And now this is like a, I don't know, a little less than maybe a 5.5 foot, 5 foot fridge, somewhere around there. So this thing is like a little over 6 feet. I'm 6'2". This thing's just barely over me. So I got to sell this thing. I don't know what to price this thing for. I've never really done any research because it's heavy and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. But I want to take this box of golf club stuff and get that moved over. But I want to take this box of golf club stuff, get that kind of shoved over against the fridge so it's not in the way now of this. Right, as of right now, it's not a big deal, but I want to get this listed on Facebook Marketplace and get that taken care of. Then I have this whole mess in front of all my bins. This is kind of just stuff that I've been working on. So like the bags all have Hot Wheels in it. I was going to list those and I started it. You can see I have a box here on the ground, and then these boxes here are actually sealed with Hot Wheels by decade. So 60s, 70s. I think it was 60s. Maybe it's not as late as the 60s. I don't even know when Hot Wheels started. Well, this one starts with the 70s. And then let's see, this one should be marked. This one has 60s. Yep. So we got a little bit of 60s, some 70s, and then we had like 2090s. But then I found more Hot Wheels that I need to add to them. So kind of just gave up on that project for right now. Obviously, I need to go back to it, and I will before the end of this week because I need to get these bags off the floor. But this cart's been unusable for quite some time. I've had like ornaments, stuff like that. I've been decluttering a lot in this garage and getting rid of a lot. So I need to get this stuff down in my basement. So this is stuff that I plan on like doing just kind of bulk single ornament lots. I'll do theme because I get them a lot from storage units. I have a ton of boxes downstairs, but these have just been like loose sitting around. Trash bags I keep on this cart. Like this cart is meant to be like a wheel around, and it's gonna have like my tape gun, my scissors, box cutter, stuff like that. So I need to get all this clutter off. And on the bottom, comic books. And we got patches. The patches are listed, comic books are not. And then there's a PS3 that's not even tested. So my goal before the end of the day is to get this cart clean. So if I can do that and list on Facebook Marketplace the drill press, I'll be extremely happy. The rest of this stuff I'll work on later in the week. Some unlisted stuff, silver plate stuff that needs to go to a recycling center. I got recommended one. It's kind of far away, but it's near a car show I go to. And I think that's happening in 2 weeks. So I'll go and take care of that. But that's everything in the garage we're doing right now. Just trying to get reorganized and make this workflow a little bit better. But I'll probably see you guys back in the office. What's going on, guys? We are in the next day, so I'm back in the garage. I think I left my last video off saying that I'll see you guys in the office. However, I don't really have a plan for that, so I'm not quite sure what I plan on transitioning to. But didn't really have anything else to talk about yesterday, so I am back in the garage today doing some packing here. Obviously not going to really show you guys my packing process. A lot of you guys know that. Maybe I do videos like that in the future at some point. But I had 9 orders, packing all 9 of those, and pretty slow sales night. So we had a really good day the day before, like $300. This last day we had 73 sales. I woke up and had a $50 sale right away in the morning. Pretty excited about that. Thought, okay, here we go. Great day. And then didn't work out so well. So pretty slow day. I'm kind of expecting that. A lot of my stuff's kind of stale. I am listing some new stuff. And I wasn't listing a lot on my account as it was. So I had 2 good listing days now. In like 4 days, if I'm starting to still be slow, then maybe I'll have a little bit more of a gripe here. But right now, kind of deserved. So not super worried about it. But my goal is to hit that $12,000 mark. So I think we're like $500 in, which is nice because $500 in, technically we haven't really started 30 days, starting out on the 28th, giving myself a couple days, 3 extra days is definitely going to help me here. So I'm super excited. The other thing that you guys need to be paying attention to, if you're not already, Christmas. So I'm selling 3 of these Christmas stockings. So 1, 2, and 3 all going out, homemade. And then I'm answering a question on this Christmas bell. Super loud, super obnoxious. But people are already doing their Christmas shopping. I've already sold 2 Christmas Village houses as well. So if you guys have any Christmas stuff you haven't started listing, I would list it. It's crazy how early this stuff is starting to already go. But you go to all your box stores. That's why it's out. People are buying it. They're not putting it out just for their health. So, yeah, getting through my listings today. Don't really have a whole lot to go off from. Gonna do a little bit more of these vlog kind of style videos. I'm really hoping I can do some storage unit stuff with you guys as well, because I do love doing the storage units, clearing them out. It's a lot of fun. The treasure hunt is really fun. I've had some pretty good success with it, but I've been really searching, and there really has not been a whole lot to go off. There hasn't been a lot to buy, so been a little discouraging with that as well. But Definitely going to grind out of this slow period, and I will bring you guys along for the ride. All right, so I finished up my packing. It took me probably about like half an hour to do that. So got that all squared away. Now it is time to do some listing. I'm also going to work on some auctions. I have, I think I said it earlier in this video, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s Hot Wheels. I'll put those in big bulks, do auctions on those just to get rid of them. And I do have also probably like, I guess 50 to 75 on card. Nothing crazy, those little blue card Hot Wheels. I'm going to put those all in a big lot and run them as an auction as well this week. So I'm going to start prepping that. I don't know if I'll get that all done today, but I'll also get some of these bags off the floor in my garage. So that's the goal for today. I also, as you can see in the background, did not get that cart cleaned off yesterday, so I need to get that done today as well. But that's the goals for today. If you guys haven't already done so, like, comment, subscribe, all that greatly helps me out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.